You know, when you talk about the 4 P's of marketing, we are talking about product, price, place, and promotion. All these things we hear determine the kind of profit that you make, the kind of product that you are selling. If you are producing ncha, where do you market ncha? You have been at church, give a market to ncha. Who are your targeted audience? Those are the things that you consider before establishing a business. Location is also very important. It helps you to know your targeted audience. And that brings us to customers relationship, because you cannot make plenty profit in business even when you target your audience correctly. If you don't have the right approach for business, it will be very difficult for you to make profit. Are we together? All right. So we are talking about customers relationship. And when you say, or when you talk about customers relationship, what are those things that we are talking about? In a layman understanding, you say that customers relationship is a system or a format a seller uses to satisfy a buyer. And mana aili neighbor, be you a lawyer, teacher, pastor, a businessman too. All of us do business transactions on the daily. Yeah. Is it that you are buying or you are selling? So it is important that we know all these little things, so that no matter what you are doing, even if you are selling granules, you know the approach at which you use on your customers. Because the way you treat your customers determines whether the customer will return again or not. Amen. Types of customers relationship. Yes, there are many types of customers relationship, but then we are going to handle only 2 today because of our time. Anyway, what we call transactional relationship. When we talk about transactional relationship, we are talking about a format or a system a seller uses to attract his customers. Now, transactional customers relationship are those people who they are so keen about collecting that your money from you. Their sole aim is granite, from 5 or 10 naira. They collect their money and walk away. There is no relationship, there is no interaction between the seller and the buyer. Their sole aim is just to collect that money from you. That is their sole aim. That is transactional relationship. We have another one that we call personal assistance relationship. Now, this kind of a seller will know way pattern shop here. For example, I sell poultry feed. If you're in a shop on Berezo feed, it will novice na the system. Yeah, but Berezo feed. Here they ramo as a personal assistance relationship. Okay, how many days are your bets? And how many weeks? How many weeks, Hano? I will advise you on the appropriate feed you can use on your bets. Sometimes, okay, like in our system, in my own system, we have 2 types of starter. But some farmers are making about it. We have super starter, which is known as the pre-starter. Super starter is used between day old and 2 weeks. And we have another starter, which we call starter pellets. But most farmers are making about that starter pellets. What they know is Achorum starter, Bimu starter. Now, if it's a transactional relationship that I am building with my customers, Achorum starter, I will just give you starter and collect my money, and you walk away. So I'm done with you. But when I engage you to know the kind of starter, okay, how many days, how many weeks are your bets? By so doing, I've established a relationship with you. Okay, how are they even doing? What is the color of their pool? I've gone as far as knowing some of the things in the vet in me. Now their field is not my, it's part of my field because it's a chain transaction. You understand? But then, as a ordinary person in a business, you should just concentrate on selling your product, collect your money, and move. But because of the fact that I want my customers to grow, I go as far as to know Nshihana white or typhoid and this one. Nshihana way blood or coccidiosis. You know, those small knowledge. When you inculcate it on your customers, it helps the customers to do what? To return next time. Hope we are together. Yes, we are together. All right, so another chapter where I ask a question. What happens when a customer is satisfied? When a customer is satisfied, the customer does what? Comes back again. The customer will be happy. The customer will be satisfied. The customer will want to come back again. The customer will refer another customer. The customer will carry the preaching of your product or your business to another place where you don't even need to make so much effort to get more customers. Remember that the sole aim of business is to do what? To make profits. That is the sole aim of business, to make profits. If you are a businessman and you are not making profit, then you are not in business. You are not in business. And if you are a businessman, because Mr. A buys a smaller quantity and Mr. B buys a larger quantity, and you have a preferential treatment for Mr. B, you are a failure. Hello? You are a failure. Now, if Mr. A is buying a smaller quantity today, you don't know about tomorrow. If Mr. A is buying a smaller quantity today, Mr. A may have more farmers. Sorry, I'm using farming because that's what I do. If Mr. A is buying a smaller quantity, Mr. A will can win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 friends. A chain of friends, they're not into poultry farming. While Mr. B, who is buying, let's use 10 for example, 10 bags. Mr. B is buying 10 bags. And Mr. A is buying 1 bag or 2 bags. And you are giving a preferential treatment. Your approach to Mr. A and Mr. B varies. You know, Mr. B, more attention, carrier Mr. A. Forgetting that if Mr. A is buying 2, then you will 10 more persons behind him that will be buying 2. How many have we sold? 20. While Mr. B, you sold only 10 bags. So those are the things you consider in business. And make sure that you have a very good relationship with your customers. This brings us to another important session of the topic. What can we do to keep a long-time relationship with our customers? What can we do to keep a very long-time relationship with our customers? Let them know that their importance is part of it. In my head, most of you amachamu very well. If you see me in my office, if you see me in my shop, when you enter, my aim is to make profit and have you. That is my aim. Abiano easy go them napa. Abiam easy now me fine boy, I'm well dressed. Moreover, what I wear for my business is short knicker. To most of you, they are homo. You use short knicker and t-shirts. I barely wear trousers. So most times a customer got pattern a shop. Say matter me how. Yes, I will engage you. I will not make it known that I own the business. You understand? I will engage you. Know why you want to see Oganye. You know, sometimes some of them they sarcastic are saying, just give me his contact. I'll give you Oga's contact. You understand? Then when you call, Oga will answer. Alright, so one of the things or one of the ways to handle a long-time relationship with your customers starts from your workers, from your employees. It starts from the kind of people you bring into your business. See, as a business owner, you have to be very careful in this aspect, because as a business owner, you are doing all that you can, all that are within your shoulder, all that you can do to make sure that you keep your customers, that you have a very good relationship with your customers. But in those run a shop, you will not even know. That is why personally I engage my customers most times in the presence of my workers. Most other times in the absence of my workers, I would want to know what they are doing, how my customer is feeling about us. Now, it starts from educating your employees on the importance of good customers relationship. It's not all about every morning you open the shop, sell, go. Come the following day, open the shop, sell, go. Once upon a time, once in a while, engage your workers. Ask questions. Take your time. Monitor them. I used to have a staff that is her responsibility to interface with customers. I allowed her stay there for some time. You're not there, but then at the long run, I noticed that she's this kind of person who her sole aim is admin business. Most customers would come in and feel like, I want to have your phone number. I want to have your phone number. Do you know that a staff in your office can attract a customer? A staff in your office can attract a customer. A staff also in your office can also pursue a customer. We are together, right? Good. That is how important that staff is. Now, this particular customer, I will tell her, interchange your contacts with these customers, but you see them going back, saying, because they are well at the time me because how only make her exposed to risk so much. Most buyers you and I be also just your products, and I has all your product, they will buy another thing. Yes, they will come to buy feed, but then their interest out that feed. Yes, you put on a shop will feed, but how's you also have to look at the feed. You need a chance has lawyer, but they are all for sale. How are you? I tell them, we get banana, no, I hot you. But don't depend easily. All depend easily. Or teach is a package on waging. It's a panel type very God type very but then I won't want to get type very I come to your child. Approach. Okay, we said that the first approach is educating your customers on the importance of good customers relationship. Eating as a business owner, don't argue so much when a customer brings a complaint. Easily admit your mistakes. Admit your mistakes without so much argument. When you admit your mistakes, you try as much as possible to fix them. Give your customers listening ear. Don't play with your customers' feedback. A customer that brings feedback is a customer that values you. If I come to your shop, there is a product. Maybe you not like it. I'll pick the product and take a walk, and that will be the end of my relationship with you. And Managua is not just that customer. That customer will tell another customer that knows another customer. That another customer will tell another customer that knows another customer. Before you know it, after the image of your business. Another thing is admitting that a customer is king. Because a customer is a king. Because you don't talk to a king anyhow. You are not supposed to talk to a customer anyhow. You talk to a customer as if you're surviving depending on that 1 naira OGBONNAYA. When they maramma, there are customers that knows their importance to your business, and some of them act it. You understand? Some of them will act it to let you know that you open this shop because of me. Okay, so you have to, as a business owner or as a salesperson, you have to play along. You know, yeah, major business. When you have tomorrow, anyhow. The person is talking to you the way he or she is talking to you because he is a king. Now, a good instance is this. Let's not go far. Now, that guy in our back. If, for example, in on your business place, that's your work or into your business environment, what will be the first thing he gave me? Uninformed, she just walks into your business environment. What do? You stand up from wherever you are sitting down. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Ebiala. That's all here. Before God do I hear author here be at an office again. If possible, get call. Yes, when they reject Georgia. You understand? But then it's important that you try, you make an effort. As little as I am, I go to farms. I am not going to the farm maybe because I'm a vet. I go to farm to assist customers on issues that are affecting them in the farm. This room is too small. If a customer stock for 100 beds, and you look at the way the beds are jam-packed, you say, beds can make off my bots. As in how to create more space, they will do more well. You know, beds need space to grow. Amara how healthy a bed is through the color of their poo. As in antibiotics, maybe they will do better and all that. Before you know it, is all that customer to yourself, because you are offering additional services. The relationship started from buying of feeds. But when you try to follow the person home, get later one or two things. They guide the other person and they guide the walk or okay, my love one with till further notice. Though you cannot have a customer forever. You cannot have a particular customer forever, no matter how you try. But then you do your best to keep the customer as long as possible. As long as possible. All right, we'll be stopping here. I also want to say a big thank you to the church authority as well as the Sunday school department for thinking out a thing as this. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.